Hey everyone, welcome back. Ready for another deep dive?
Always ready.
Awesome. Today we're tackling a topic that's close to my heart, and I bet to yours too.
Let me guess. Dog treats.
Close? Well, kind of the opposite. We're diving into foods that are dangerous for dogs.
Oh, interesting. I know there are some, but I bet most owners don't realize how many things can be harmful.
Exactly. That's why this deep dive is so important. We're looking at this list called Stop Feeding Your Dog These Dangerous Foods. And let me tell you, some of the things on here were pretty surprising, even to me.
Like what? Spill the beans.
Well, get this. Avocados, macadamia nuts, even stuff like pancakes and donuts.
Yeah. I see why you'd be surprised. Seems like everyday stuff.
Totally. But that's the thing, right? It's easy to assume that if something's safe for us, it's fine for our dogs too.
Yeah, but we gotta remember their systems are different. What we can handle might be totally off limits for them.
Right. And that's where we come in, to break it all down and help you keep your furry friends happy and healthy. So let's start with those avocados. I'll be honest, I'm a total avocado addict. But what makes them so dangerous for dogs?
Well, avocados contain a substance called persin.
Person.
Yeah, persin. It's a fungicidal toxin, and while us humans can handle it just fine, it can really mess with the dog's digestion.
So even a little bit is bad news.
Even a little bit can trigger some not so fun reactions. Think vomiting, diarrhea, you name it. Definitely not the kind of day you want your pup to have.
Nope, definitely not.
Yeah.
So no more sharing that avocado toast, I guess. Okay, moving on. Macadamia nuts. Now, I know some nuts are okay for dogs in small amounts, but what makes macadamia nuts different?
Good question. It's all about how dogs metabolize them. See, macadamia nuts contain certain compounds that can cause a whole cascade of issues like weakness, tremors, even temporary paralysis.
Whoa, paralysis. That's scary.
It is, and it can happen pretty quickly. Research is still ongoing, but it seems like these compounds might interfere with their nervous system.
Yeah. So, better safe than sorry. No macadamia nuts for our furry friends.
Exactly. Now let's talk about something I'm sure most people already know is a no-no: chocolate.
Right. Everyone knows it's bad, but why exactly?
Right.
And is all chocolate equally dangerous?
All right, so the culprit in chocolate is a compound called theobromine.
Theobromine. Got it.
It's a stimulant, and here's the catch. Dogs metabolize it super slowly compared to humans.
Oh, so it just builds up in their system.
Exactly. And that buildup can lead to some pretty serious problems. We're talking vomiting, diarrhea, hyperactivity, even seizures or heart issues in severe cases. And to answer your other question, yeah, not all chocolate is created equal. The darker the chocolate, the higher the theobromine concentration.
So milk chocolate's less risky than, say, baking chocolate.
Way less risky, but honestly, it's best to just play it safe and keep all chocolate away from your pup.
Agreed. No chocolate for Fido. Okay, this next one really threw me for a loop. Pancakes and donuts. I mean, come on, those are classic breakfast treats. Why are they on the danger list? They're not poisonous, are they?
You're right, they're not toxic in the same way as, say, chocolate, but it's the high sugar and fat content that makes them a problem. A little bite now and then as a super rare treat is probably fine.
Okay, that makes sense.
But the problem is when those treats become regular occurrences, it can lead to weight gain and worse.
Worse. Like what?
Pancreatitis?
Oh, wow. I've heard of that, but what exactly is it?
It's basically an inflammation of the pancreas,
Right.
and the pancreas plays a really important role in digestion. When dogs eat a bunch of fatty food, it can overload their pancreas and trigger this inflammation, which can be incredibly painful and even life-threatening in severe cases.
Oh, wow. I definitely don't want my pup going through that. So, no more sneaking those pancake scraps under the table.
It's really for the best. And remember, this list is just a starting point. There are other foods out there that can harm dogs, too.
So, what's the best way for owners to make sure they're keeping their dogs safe?
Talk to your vet. They can give you a complete rundown of foods to avoid, specific to your dog's breed and health history.
Great advice. You heard it here, folks. Check with your vet. Don't just rely on Dr. Google for this one.
Exactly. It's always better to err on the side of caution when it comes to your furry friend's health.
Couldn't agree more. Well, I think this has been a super informative deep dive. Really eye-opening.
Yeah, I think so too. Hopefully this helps keep a lot of pups safe and sound.
Absolutely. And before we wrap up, I want to leave everyone with this thought. If seemingly harmless things like pancakes can be dangerous, just imagine the hidden risks lurking in your home. Think medications, cleaning products, even some houseplants.
Yeah, good point.
So do your research, be vigilant, and keep those furry friends safe and happy. And on that note, we're going to wrap up this deep dive. like, subscribe, and share. Thanks for listening, and we'll catch you next time.